Does on-screen chemistry between actors mean they're friends in real life? Not always, in fact. Sometimes the drama happens off-camera, and it's even more intense than what we see on screen. Many fans have been left wondering about the dynamic behind their favorite actors and the hidden tensions that may exist, even when the characters on their television shows or films seem to be inseparable. Take, for instance, Sarah Hyland, famous for her role as Haley Dunphy on Modern Family. Reports suggest that she may not be the most delightful person off-set. Comedian Jeff Dye has shared some shocking anecdotes about her experience, describing her as a chain smoker who treated the lunch area as if it were her private domain. However, it's crucial to highlight that despite these clashes, some of her coworkers have come to her defense, emphasizing her good qualities and potential for camaraderie. But that's not the whole story. As we dive deeper into these relationships, we may unravel a tapestry of conflict, competition, and occasional friendships that leave us questioning everything we thought we knew about off-screen relationships. The hidden layers of these dynamics paint a different picture, one that is occasionally filled with tension and lack of understanding, and sometimes even leads to a surprising revelation about the personas we adore on screen. So, are these friendships real? Are they just for show? Or is there something bubbling underneath that we need to discuss? Let's explore this intriguing journey into the behind-the-scenes realities of Hollywood. Sarah Hyland's off-screen reputation. Sarah Hyland, known for her iconic role as Haley Dunphy on the hit show Modern Family, has garnered significant attention, not just for her acting skills, but also for her off-screen reputation. Reports from various sources suggest that Hyland's on-set interactions with co-stars have been anything but smooth, which contrasts sharply with her charming on-screen persona. In interviews, comedian Jeff Dye detailed his experiences working with Hyland during the filming of The Wedding Year in 2019. He characterized her as a difficult colleague, claiming that she, at times, displayed petulance over trivial matters, such as the snacks reserved for extras, a scenario that some found amusing yet troubling. Dye painted a vivid picture, describing her as a pretty woman that chain smokes and is terrible. Despite the negative commentary, many people who have worked alongside her over the years have come to her defense. They argue that she is a talented actress who deserves recognition for her work. Additionally, Hyland battles health issues, such as kidney dysplasia, which add complexity to her on-set demeanor. These challenges may play a role in her interactions with cast and crew. While some may perceive her behavior as diva-like, others argue that it stems from the pressures of fame and health struggles. In light of the mixed reactions surrounding her reputation, it raises the question, why do we conflate on-screen chemistry with off-screen friendships? Just because Hyland's character is beloved, doesn't necessarily mean she feels the same way about her colleagues in real life. The tension between her public image and private realities adds layers to her narrative as an actress in Hollywood, demonstrating that there's often more than meets the eye. Gary Oldman and Winona Ryder tension during Bram Stoker's Dracula. While filming Bram Stoker's Dracula, the chemistry between Gary Oldman and Winona Ryder led to some intriguing, but also tense moments on set. Ryder, who played Mina Harker, described a palpable tension that made the filming experience intense, to say the least. She felt a certain danger in the air, which may stem from Oldman's extreme method acting approach. Oldman famously immersed himself in character, even opting to sleep in a coffin to channel his portrayal of the iconic Dracula. This level of commitment, however, took a toll on his relationship with Ryder. Ryder later revealed that while Oldman was, without a doubt, an emotional actor, his intensity sometimes created an uncomfortable environment. Their dynamic was further complicated by the film's dark themes, which required them to explore deep emotions and challenging scenes together. Oldman and Ryder had moments of connection, yet these were often overshadowed by the on-set pressure and differing approaches to acting. While filming, One particularly striking scene was when Ryder attempted to connect with Oldman, only to feel the walls of tension between them. She noted that the atmosphere during production evolved from camaraderie to a subtle friction that reflected their characters' struggles in the story. Ultimately, the combination of intense character work and the pressure of a high-stakes film resulted in an intriguing backdrop for their performances. Though the two have since navigated their professional careers separately, the memories of their time on Dracula remain notable, showcasing the complexities faced by actors when their roles bleed into real life. Chevy Chase's feud with Bill Murray. Chevy Chase and Bill Murray have a long-standing history, filled with conflict and drama that captivated fans. The tension started during Chase's time on Saturday Night Live, where his ego and comedic style set him apart, but not always in a favorable light. After leaving SNL, Murray stepped in to fill his shoes, leading to a rivalry that boiled over when Chase returned to host in 1978. During that episode, the two exchanged heated words, which escalated to a physical altercation not exactly expected from two comedic legends. This infamous fight made headlines, further cementing their rivalry in the public eye. Over the years, both Chase and Murray have had their share of ups and downs in Hollywood, but their encounters became the stuff of legends. Chase has described Murray as a slimy character, while Murray, in turn, referred to Chase as someone with a big ego. Despite the feud, both actors managed to find common ground later in life, working together in the film Caddyshack. They eventually reconciled, acknowledging the pressure of their early careers. Nevertheless, fans can't help but wonder whether their friendly rivalry ever truly resolved, or if it still lingers beneath the surface. The dynamic between Chase and Murray continues to surface in pop culture discussions, showcasing how their early feud shaped not only their careers, but also the landscape of modern comedy. It's fascinating to see how two icons, who once viewed each other as adversaries, are now regarded as legends of American comedy history. Their story serves as a reminder that even the best comedians can have rocky relationships, making the world of entertainment all the more intriguing. Mad Max Fury Road. Tom Hardy and Charlize Theron clash. The production of Mad Max Fury Road, hailed as a cinematic masterpiece, was not without its controversies, particularly between its lead actors, Tom Hardy and Charlize Theron. Reports suggest that the tension reached a boiling point during filming, particularly due to Hardy's frequent tardiness, which frustrated Theron, who was known for her professionalism and punctuality. One striking incident involved a call time set for 8 a.m., where Theron arrived on time, while Hardy showed up 3 hours late. This caused quite a stir on set, leading to Theron confronting Hardy, expressing her frustration with his lack of commitment. As shooting progressed, Theron openly admitted feeling unsafe, under considerable stress, partly owing to the filming conditions and Hardy's behavior. Hardy later acknowledged his unprofessionalism, suggesting that he needed to improve his collaboration skills. Director George Miller, mindful of the growing friction between the leads, made it a priority to foster a positive environment on set. He emphasized both physical and psychological safety as crucial components for the cast's performance, especially during intense action scenes. Despite these challenges, both actors delivered powerful performances that captivated audiences worldwide. Their ability to channel the real-life tension into their on-screen chemistry contributed to the raw, explosive energy that defines Fury Road. The complexity of their relationship, marked by both conflict and utmost respect, has become a defining narrative of the film's production history, highlighting the challenges faced by actors and filmmakers alike in the creative process. Nathan Fillion and Stana Katic's tension on Castle. Nathan Fillion and Stana Katic, the beloved duo from the hit series Castle, shared an on-screen chemistry that captivated audiences. However, behind the scenes, things were far from harmonious. Multiple sources reveal that Theron and Caddick had significant issues during their time on set, resulting in a tumultuous working environment. Their relationship reportedly became strained, leading to tensions that were hard to ignore. As the series progressed, it became increasingly apparent that their personal animosity impacted the dynamic of their characters, Richard Castle and Kate Beckett. In fact, insiders shed light on their disagreements, implying that the friction became so intense that it affected production. This discord even led to the need for couples counseling at one point, highlighting just how serious the situation was. While both stars publicly maintained a professional demeanor, the underlying issues simmered for years, culminating in a complete breakdown when the show wrapped up. Furthermore, after the series concluded, the fallout was palpable, as Caddick's departure from the show sparked additional speculations and questions regarding the true nature of their strained relationship. Fans who adored the couple on screen were left shocked and confused, unable to reconcile their characters' chemistry with the reality of the off-screen tension. The drama surrounding Nathan Fillion and Stana Caddick serves as a striking reminder that what we see on screen does not always reflect the realities behind the scenes. Moreover, this dynamic adds a layer of complexity to the narrative, making the tale of Castle more than just a simple whodunit series. It transformed into a saga of human relationships, personal struggles, and the challenges of working in close quarters. As audiences continue to reminisce about the show, the unresolved tensions remain a topic of discussion among fans and critics alike. Deborah Messing and Megan Mullally's social media feud. Alex Pettyfer and Channing Tatum's fallout. Alex Pettyfer's absence from the Magic Mike sequel can be traced back to a rocky relationship with co-star Channing Tatum. Initially, tensions ran high between the two actors. Pettyfer had gained a reputation for being difficult, which made Tatum wary of him before production even began. According to Pettyfer, the situation was awkward from the start, as Tatum was concerned about his bad boy image. While filming, Pettyfer tried to keep a low profile, which inadvertently complicated their working dynamic. He recalled feeling nervous and unsure about how to navigate their interactions. This lack of communication led to misunderstandings on set, as Pettyfer often remained silent, causing others to perceive him as aloof or arrogant. Following the completion of filming, their relationship did not improve. In fact, it escalated when issues regarding Pettyfer's unpaid rent surfaced. He had rented an apartment from one of Tatum's friends and ended up owing a significant amount in back rent. Pettyfer claimed that he had forgotten to pay due to personal issues, but this only added strain to their already tumultuous relationship. It was reported that Tatum pressed Pettyfer about settling the debt, which led to further resentment. On top of that, Pettyfer allegedly threatened his then-girlfriend over the phone, showcasing how much stress he was experiencing during this period. Ultimately, the fallout from their interactions contributed to a dip in Pettyfer's acting career post-Magic Mike and created a lasting rift between the two actors. While they may have shared the screen, their off-screen relationship told a different story. Celebrities' real-life conflicts turned into comedy. Jonah Hill and Jay Baruchel. In the comedy This Is the End, audiences get a unique glimpse into the friction between Jonah Hill and Jay Baruchel as they portray fictionalized versions of themselves amidst the chaos of an apocalyptic rapture. The underlying tension in their real-life friendship adds a layer of authenticity to their performances, and even hilarity, as the two navigate their rocky relationship on screen. Jonah and Jay didn't always see eye to eye, and their past disagreements, which started during earlier collaborations like How to Train Your Dragon, fueled their comedic exchanges. This genuine conflict shines through, making every jab and sarcastic remark even funnier because they're rooted in reality. At one point, Jay openly acknowledged their struggles, stating, "Yeah, Jonah and I don't get along super well, at least we didn't back then." This acknowledgement creates an interesting dynamic, as the audience is in on the joke, knowing that not all is well between the two friends. Instead of letting their feud fester behind closed doors, they took this opportunity to channel their humor into the film, using their past experiences as material for comedy. By confronting their issues in front of cameras, it was an attempt at catharsis, even if it didn't lead to healing. Years later, the two revealed that they had found some common ground, signaling that while their friendship may not be perfect, they navigate it with understanding. This evolution only adds to their comedic legacy, reminding fans that sometimes, the best laughs come from genuine conflicts and genuine friendships. On-set difficulties with Tim Allen reported by Casey Wilson. In 2023, during the filming of The Santa Clauses, actress Casey Wilson revealed her challenging experiences working with Tim Allen. On the Sesh podcast, she described Allen's behavior as incredibly rude, not just to her, but to everyone else on set. Wilson recounted several incidents where Allen acted unprofessionally, which created a hostile work environment. For example, he would yell at producers to instruct her to stop stepping on his lines, and on one occasion, he abruptly left the set in the middle of a scene. This left the cast and crew needing to scramble for a stand-in, adding to the chaos. Wilson mentioned that the atmosphere was tense, with everyone walking on eggshells, trying to avoid inciting Allen's anger. She stated, "When he was done, he was so rude, never made eye contact, never said anything. It was so uncomfortable." As the show aired new seasons back-to-back, there were no plans for a third season in 2024. Although it hasn't been officially canceled yet, many speculated that the ongoing tension on set could be a contributing factor to this uncertainty. With Allen's reputation for being difficult, it remains to be seen whether future projects will be affected by the reported confrontations. Casey Wilson's accounts highlight the complexities and often unspoken challenges that can occur when filming, proving that behind-the-scenes relationships can significantly impact the creative process, and how working with certain individuals may create an atmosphere where collaboration becomes a struggle rather than a cohesive effort. In conclusion, the dynamics behind the scenes of popular films and television series reveal a fascinating and often tumultuous landscape. Many fans might assume that actors who share great chemistry on screen are friends off-screen. However, this isn't always the case. Off-camera conflicts, rivalries, and personal tensions often create an intriguing narrative of their own, one that can sometimes rival the stories they portray. Take, for instance, the reported difficulties between Sarah Hyland and her co-stars, or the intense atmosphere during the making of Bram Stoker's Dracula involving Gary Oldman and Winona Ryder. In both instances, underlying tensions informed their performances, blending the line between reality and fiction. Similarly, other famous pairs such as Chevy Chase and Bill Murray went from fierce rivals to collaborators, showcasing their growth despite past grievances. Their journey highlights the potential for reconciliation in a demanding industry. Likewise, the contentious relationship between Nathan Fillion and Stana Katic during Castle reflects the challenges that surface even in successful partnerships, revealing that fame doesn't shield actors from personal disputes. Furthermore, the off-screen challenges faced by Tim Allen during The Santa Clauses illustrate how unprofessional behavior can affect not just the work environment, but also the overall trajectory of a project. As viewers, we are often left curious about what happens beyond the camera lens, and these revelations deepen our interest in the lives of our favorite stars. Thus, next time you tune in to watch your beloved series or film, remember that the story continues even when the credits roll, crafting a rich tapestry of human experiences, emotions, and relationships behind the scenes.